right, you're not going to believe this one. Some of you in this audience are going to think these people are crazy. But I want you to listen to this. They all wind up, sooner or later, we'll try and fill in the blanks, with a hypnotist. They all live in Lake Elsinore, California, and they all discovered through regression that they all live in the same town, Millboro, Virginia, 120 years ago, during the Civil War. And not only that, she was a tramp.
Yes, I card.
Who slept with him. Now, wait a minute.
And others.
And others.
And him too.
Yeah, and loved it.
Every minute.
You'll see her under hypnosis, no kidding. She loved sex. And they aren't even married, they're just friends. Your husband goes to a hypnotist, finds out that in his last life he was sleeping with the neighbor, and she loved it. Now, do you have her over for dinner? Not after this show is correct. Wait a minute, are you Honey?
No.
You're Honey. Stand up, Honey. Who are you really? I can't keep my...
I'm Millie.
Millie, you're a real live person living in Lake Elsinore, California.
Right.
Trying to make a living, nice middle-class person. You don't put your car up on blocks, you cut your grass, and you're not crazy.
I hope not.
And you get hypnotized.
Yes.
And you come up with the name Honey.
Yes.
And you owned a boarding house in Millboro, Virginia. Sit down, Honey. Come on. Show 'em. So then they go to Millboro, Virginia, and they find her boarding house. Show them. Huh?
That's where I live.
That's where you live.
That's where they hung out.
Yeah. No kidding. Did you just... Come here. Honey, I need you. This is...
That's where I
Did you
found-
describe this house before you saw it? Don't lie to these
Yes, I
people.
did. Yes.
And you even said something about an outdoor staircase or
Yes,
something?
yes, it was out there.
Have you ever been to Millboro,
No, I
Virginia?
haven't.
Are you, or have you ever been a communist? No, that's not what I want. You described, show them again, Brian. She describes this house with an outdoor thing. They go to Millboro, Virginia. There it is.
Yes, there is.
Is this where Becky was making it with...
That stairway was where she snuck up to Charlie's room and to supposedly treat his injured leg, and I think she was treating something else. But that's where it all happened.
Yeah. Now, come on. Now, please. You really buy this.
All the way. I buy this so much that I'm going to change my will, and so I can have this in my next life, all my assets, to start a
Because
new
you're
life.
coming back anyway.
I'm coming back and claim it.
So, whether we want to call this reincarnation or whatever it is, here, don't miss the point now. This is more than one... All these people can't be crazy. Honey. But how can you say all these people are crazy? It all began... Or stay with me, honey. Come back and help me. I call you Honey because that used to be your name. Yeah. Maureen, Honey is Millie Sproul, longtime friend of Maureen. Let's see. Maureen, you go to the hypnotist.
Mm-hmm.
You think, you got some problems in life like everybody and you want to figure it out. And she puts you in under. True?
Absolutely.
While you're under, the name Becky comes from you, huh?
Absolutely.
Without provocation or prompting.
No, that came out later. The first name that came out was John.
Oh.
She found her husband.
Oh, that was her husband.
Later, yes, we found out that.
That was her husband on whom she was cheating with you in the past life.
No, with Charlie.
With Charlie. I'm sorry, you're Charlie. You used to be
absolutely
Charlie.
I
You're
used to
now
be
Joe Nazarowski.
Correct.
Right.
Nice guy who doesn't fool around. You're a 44-year-old security guard in Lake Elsinore. Maureen saw you, the woman to your right, with whom you are friends. This is just a friendship. I assume, nice community, and you guys know each other.
Acquaintances.
She saw you in her past life, decided to go to the hypnotist because you decided to go because you wanted to quit smoking. You didn't know whether this was baloney or what.
Right.
But you said, all right, I'll go. You get a free regression, whatever they do.
Quit
Right.
smoking.
Okay.
And he smokes like a chimney.
And he still smokes?
I
Like
still
a
smoke.
chimney.
So it didn't work for the smoking, but boy, did he have a good time in his past life. Maureen, who used to be Becky, what did you want to say now? Tell me about the first stuff here, while you're under. What do you say?
Marge asked me who John Daniel Ashford was. And so I started to tell her, well, he's my husband. And then she, wait a minute. She knew that I'd been married a previous time, but she presumed that perhaps there was another marriage. Well, the next thing you know, we're talking about the Civil War.
Who's John Ashford?
Well, no, John Ashford wasn't anyone, but the name was actually John Ailstock, so it was actually close enough.
Did you come up with the
For
name,
us
or did
to
the
go.
hypnotist?
No, I did.
Uh-huh. So you're almost there. Ashford, Ailstock. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So then you keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, right. So I came up and I was explaining that he was my husband. Now he was a pretty nice fellow, except for he fooled around too, a little bit.
With Rose.
Rose,
Oh,
the
please,
fancy lady.
Just
Okay.
you got to talk slow now.
So, yes,
I want 6 copies of this tape. But
absolutely.
she doesn't what?
She doesn't pronounce the name right either.
What is
It was
pronounced?
actually pronounced Oshlick, not Ailstock.
Yeah. Now, are you Diana?
No,
Who are you? You're who?
I'm Barbara in this lifetime, Liz in the past one.
Okay. Oh, I see. I got you here. You were a mother-in-law to Becky.
Yes, I was.